So today I'm gonna show you how to create a pivot table. Let me start by um, letting you know what a pivot table is. So if you're in spreadsheets, whether it's Excel or in this case Google Sheets, whenever you have data in a spreadsheet as how I have here, this is a made up um, table of first name, last name, song title, album, year release, birthday, and amount earned. Um, so it's just to use an example of data in a spreadsheet. So in any case, when you have data in a spreadsheet, you may want to look at it in different ways to quickly get information from it. Um, So pivot table helps you to look at the information in different ways. Um, so how do we create a pivot table? All right, so let's get started. So when you have data in a spreadsheet and you want to create a pivot table, the first thing you do is go to File. Actually, you go to Insert, click on Pivot Table, and then as you can see, this window pops up that says Create a Pivot Table, and it shows you the data range from, it selects the sheet that you opened it in, and in this case it's sheet 1, that's why you see that, and it has a exclamation point and then shows you the range, which is from A1 all the way to the last cell in the sheet, last cell, last row, um, which is G26. And it always asks, do you want to insert the pivot table in the existing sheet, or do you want to create it in a new sheet? In this case, the default is new sheet. So that's what I normally use, and it prevents confusion in terms of what's pivot and what's the the original information. So if I click on create, it opens up a new window, and this window is for the to generate the spreadsheet that will reference the information in sheet 1. So let's see. So in this case, let's say we want to show who's earning the most, starting from who's earning the most. We can lead by um, amount earned. So as I am adding, see, I just drag from there, and you could see on the left of the screen that it displays the information in that column based on the column title. See, if you notice, these are all column titles from sheet 1 that has the data. So however I want to see this information, I can arrange it in a pivot table to show me the information how I want to see it. So I've added amount earned, and then we can add the first name, the last name, and if I don't want to see the total per person, I can uncheck that so it doesn't show me the show the totals per person. I just want to see the overall total in this case. Um, Let's see here. Show total. Repeat row totals. Actually, it's not doing that. It's showing me the amount earned total. Let's see at the bottom here if it shows the total. Nope, it's still not showing that. Hmm. Okay, so we'll fix that in a moment. But this is to show the total per person, and in the case we don't want that, so we'll remove that from there. Um, so if I want the value of the total to show here for grand total, I will need to add that um, that column title from the list of column titles and put it under values, and you can see that it adds up that amount and shows you the grand total. So from all the names on the sheet and based on how much they earn, you can see what the grand total is, and I can adjust the spreadsheet to show me, all the information clearly by. So I selected that. I want to wrap that information so everything displays within the cell, and then I can just make some adjustments if I want it bigger. Let's extend that a little bit. And then if I want to make it look a little bit, have more color, I go to alternating colors. It shows me different colors to choose from. I can do custom colors if I want, but let's select this one, this green. So as you can see, it shows that information with alternating colors. When you're finished, you click done and make sure the range is selected. I usually highlight the portion of the spreadsheet that I want to add alternating colors to. So as you can see, um, the information is shown as how you want to see it. And in terms of filtering, if I want to, and you can also filter the information so you can see it more, you can quickly get information from the spreadsheet. So let's say you want to create a filter, and if you look by each column title, it's going to allow an icon to appear to the right corner of each of the column titles. So if I only want to see people with the last name Martinez on the list, right? What I can do is clear all the check marks. Check marks mean that item is visible. No check marks, not visible. So what I do first is clear the check marks, and I choose the name that I want. In this case, it's Martinez, and then click on OK. And as you can see, only the people with that last name will be displayed in the list. And let's say I'm finished with this, I want to see the whole list and not just a specific name. I can select all again so everything is visible, and then click on OK, and then everything comes back. That's one way to filter. So if I and another way to filter is to select whoever whichever item, whichever column title you want to filter by. Let's say let's say we want to do a similar filter that we did before, but this is a different way to filter. We filtered by last name, so let's drag last name under filter, right? And then similarly, when we pulled up um, filter using the filter icon, I can click on this arrow beside show all items, and it shows me that same list in that column. And if I want to see only one specific, same thing with the title that I did before. You see how I did that? I can also type in the name that I want in this search box, and it's gonna show me the result as I'm typing. So I choose that because that's the only one I want to see visible, and you can see that it says only one is selected, and then OK. And similarly to before, it shows you those people with that last name in the list. So that's how you can filter the information further to um, quickly find the information that you want to find. So I clicked on select all, and you see how it changed to display 23, and I said OK, and everything else reappears in the list. So that's how you can create a pivot table by going to the information that you have in the sheet, clicking on insert, click on pivot table, and then it opens a new window if it's to create a new window, and you can edit the information as you want to see the information as I've shown you here. So thank you for joining me, and see you in the next one.